What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and some of you guys have asked me about the test of strength. Some of you guys still haven't beaten this, so let's actually talk about this. Now, to set this up, you really do need Harmonia and Bell, but in full disclosure, my Bell is really poorly fit for this because I have no dupes in him. He is A0. He's got nothing in him. If you have an MLB Bell, you are great. You should have absolutely no problems. But with my Bell A0, essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using Bell essentially just as a cannon, which is why I have the team set up this way. Now, some people are going to be mad that I don't have the Golden Time scene card. If you have the Golden Time scene card, find a way to fit it in your Bell. But for me, I have it completely without any dupes, and I don't have enough memories to actually fill those dupes out. So really, I'm going to be better off personally with this, but if you have Golden Time at like level 50 or higher, definitely find a way to fit it into this repertoire. Other than that, just some scene cards that give Bell the most amount of strength he can get will really go a long, long, long way, because you need that for his skill 2, and his skill 2 is going to be one of the biggest attacks that you're going to have basically in the repertoire. To kind of explain why I have things built this way, because I play on controller on the PC, essentially, Harmonia is going to drop in. We're going to do Aphrodite, and we're going to do her essay. Okay? Then, essentially, I'm going to hit my right bumper here, and hopefully do it right, because sometimes fingers don't necessarily respond the way they used to. Hopefully, then, we hit the right bumper, we drop into Haruhime. We would then do her skill 2, weaken the enemy. If her special is available, great. If not, we just kind of do that. And then bumper again, drop into Bell, do his special, do 2 of his skill 2s, probably drop eyes, hopefully at the beginning, like basically do his special, do eyes, and then do the 2 skill 2s, and then immediately left bumper back into Harmonia, and then basically do her single targets until we get her specials again. That's kind of the repertoire. Now, I will be the first to admit I'm still getting down the muscle memory on this, because I've rearranged this team like several times over the past week to get the right stuff out, but that's the goal. Basically, you need Harmonia's special, you need her skill 2, you need Haruhime's special, her skill 2, and Bell's special, Bell's skill 2 twice, back into Harmonia for base attacks to kind of build up everybody else's special, because their base attack is going to build up everybody's special a lot faster. So, let's jump in here. So I'm going to run out of the line of fire. I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to go ahead and do Aphrodite. I'm going to go ahead and pause. Do her skill 2. You know what? I'm going to swap back into Harmonia and do base attacks. Essentially. Okay. Yeah, we are ahead of the damage there. So now I'm going to do Haruhime's special. Do her skill 2. Oh. See, I messed it up already. I need to get back into Bell. Bell's special. Eyes. Bell's skill 2, charge it all the way up. We want to, I really wish I could have gotten Bell's special out while we still had him, I'm sorry, his skill 2 out while we still had the barrier up, but that is what it is. Or I guess the defense is down on the opponent, but that is what it is. Okay, back over here. We'll do her special. We'll do her skill 2. I don't know if Hermes really has much to do about this, but we'll go ahead and swap back into Bell. His special. See, I've already messed up my repertoire again. His skill 2. His skill 2 again. And I didn't drop his item, so we're going to drop his item now. And then back into Harmonia. And then just buff everything back up again. I'm going to do her skill 2. And her special. Her skill 2 again. But basically her skill 1 gets us going. I do see that Bell has his special already. So let's do this. And then we'll swap back into Bell. I probably need to do more of Bell's specials while I have the chance. All right, and once I get those 2 out, we're back into Harmonia. Okay? Oh, why are we in Haruhime? We need to be in Harmonia. Okay. Okay. All right, Bell's special. I don't want to waste time and go into Haruhime yet. All right, now I can go into Haruhime. Haruhime's skill 2, back into Bell, back into Bell, back into Bell. I didn't charge that one up. There we go. All right. and then back into Harmonia to hopefully get her skill 2 and Aphrodite. And we could do another skill 2. And there we go. We'll do Haruhime, do her skill 2. Okay. And swap back into... Oh, I can actually do another special with her. Swap back into Bell, do his special. And do his skill 2, though we do want to charge it. And notice that his singular skill 2 actually wiped out the barrier. And that's really important. If you have done this right, Bell should one-shot the barrier. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Haruhime, skill 2, and Bell. Special should absolutely eviscerate the barrier. Skill 2 twice. Make sure you hold it down to charge it all the way up. And we'll get back into Harmonia here and drop another special with her, as well as her skill 2. Basically, whenever you have her skill 2, do it. I don't think you need to do it more than once, but it seems to do a decent amount of damage. Okay, I've got her special there. Haruhime's special. Haruhime's skill 2. And we'll swap back into Bell, do his special. We'll actually unload eyes here one more time. Charge all the way up. His skill 2 there. His skill 2 there. And if you're wondering why I'm not using Bell as a DPS, it's because essentially with the A0 Bell, you want to use him as a cannon, not a DPS. So we'll swap back into Harmonia here. Her special. And build back up to another. I don't think I did her skill 2. We'll do Haruhime's skill 2. I'll swap back into Harmonia, do a skill 2, and drop Aphrodite. And then swap into Bell and do his special. And his first skill 2 should wipe this out. Bam. So, even with an A0 Bell, this really isn't that big of a deal. Now, my Harmonia is really, really, really high rank. She's not maximum, but she's pretty close. That said, you see the improvement here. It's a drastic improvement. And this is the difference between using Harmonia as a DPS versus using Bell as a DPS. That said, Harmonia DPS, Bell DPS. That is the difference. The main thing is Harmonia's primary skill builds up that SA power. And then, like I said, swap it to Haruhime, SA, skill 2, swap into Bell, special attack, skill 2, swap back into Harmonia, and then, you know, it cycles around. Hopefully that makes sense. It's pretty easy, but you do kind of have to have this repertoire. If you are lacking Haruhime, there's a number of other units you can use, like Eyes or Asfi even. I think initially when I did the 4-minute run, I did that with Asfi instead of Haruhime. Only thinking that Haruhime's buff was kind of a little redundant. Turns out it's actually not. They do stack, so don't be bashful about that. Try different things. If you don't have Harmonia and you don't have Bell, it's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough. But hopefully most everybody out there has those units because you will want them for the future of this game. They're really just that good. But anyway, guys, that is Test of Strength. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And I messed up a few times. I could probably get this down under 3 minutes if I really cared to. But all said and done, A0 Bell, unfortunately, not a great DPS, but I mean, results. Like, share. If you haven't subscribed, get on it, and I'll catch you on the next one.